Hello and welcome back to Cienie. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after Tomasz left his father's house after finding out that his father has been hiding the missing evidence about his mother's disappearance, and he ended up with David, who, after seeming to think that the whole reason why Tomasz was so angry at the bus stop was because of him, it's like, oh, well, I don't know what's going on with you, but like, why don't you stay with me? And Tomasz was like, okay, fine, whatever. I believe there's, oh yeah, so Marcus, Tom's boss, the German Shepherd, is currently with, I forgot his name, the tiger. And they're currently investigating Coamino, because they have the pass now, so they can actually go there legally without, getting into trouble. But they ended up running into the loan sharks, the ones that were harassing Otto, and who also, I think that they spotted Tom and his friends. But yeah, so they're maybe the bad guys, I don't know. But yeah, so they are there currently, and Tom is with David. So yeah, without further ado, let us continue. The sunlight coming from the broken windows barely fills the entire room, dust motes swirling in the air. Raymond stays close as we step carefully over the cracked floor. So, how far did you guys manage to search? Up to this floor only. It was dark that time. I let out a slow huff at his answer. He scratches his chin, eyes narrowing as he watches me. Don't believe me, is it? I do. Did you find anything? Some old sign. I think it said, "Do not enter, danger." He pauses, and I notice the way that he keeps glancing at the floor, at the walls. Something unsettles him. Oh, also a letter. A letter? In German, but I think Tom or David has it. David said that he's translating it once they're home. Probably scraps of some old document, doubtful that it would aid our search. Decades of urban explorers have already picked this place clean, and that's after the Russians left with everything too important to abandon. Keep close, and don't wander off. I sweep the flashlight beam across the floor, careful not to miss anything. Even with it being daylight outside, it's still hard to see. I need to make sure nothing is overlooked. Raymond waits silently by each door, shadowed by the ruined corridor, as I check inside. We eventually reach the staircase, the metal steps groan under my weight. I take one look at the stairs going up. Tom and Raymond may not have checked upstairs, but Robert's men no doubt did. Not that they were likely to find anything. I let out a sigh as I contemplate the ruined state of the building. Am I here just to reassure Raymond? I'm sure Tom felt the same way. The kid cares a lot. It's easy to see how desperate the tiger is getting. With another sigh, I turn my attention to the stairs leading down. Below lies what I assume to be a basement. Ava once told me how Tom got locked in one as a child. Perhaps it is the same one. As we draw closer, the air begins to smell of damp concrete and rotting wood, more so than before. I take the lead, flashlight in hand. The light barely penetrates the darkness, revealing chunks of collapsed walls, broken furniture, and crumbling plaster littering the area. Not any different from the sights upstairs. But something here feels wrong. We approach a giant metallic door, its hinges rusted and stubborn. I grab it. As I struggle to pry it open, Raymond, noticing my exertion, quickly steps forward, and together we force it open. The room swallows the light. Even with the flashlight, the walls seem to close in on us. The temperature abruptly sinks, the chill creeping underneath my fur. The small bunker is pretty much empty though. It's plain to see. It's eerily clean compared to the ruins outside. No rubble, no broken furniture, not even cobwebs. Raymond's eyes gather in what little light there is from my flashlight, glowing softly. I'm about to suggest that we go upstairs when something catches my eye on the wall opposite the door. A small but bright crescent glints on the concrete as it sweeps the flashlight over the wall and another one next to it. I approach the side of the room and lean down to examine them. 2 bullet marks, close together. I step closer still, tilting the beam. What would something like this be doing here? What is it? Someone fired a gun here. Raymond stiffens, the color draining from his face. Robert? I shake my head slowly as my flashlight traces the grooves. I don't think so. They're old, but fresher than the other marks on the wall. Still, it's impossible to tell in this light. I crouch slightly, examining the angle of the shots. The bullet marks are elliptical and shallow, their edges chipped outward. What does that imply? The bullets were fired at a low angle. With the marks at knee height, this is likely. Feeling the tiger's nervous gaze on me, I slowly retrieve my gun. I then aim it at the general direction of the bullet's trajectory. This room is too low and narrow for the bullets to have been fired from inside. I look out the door. It could have been shot from outside the bunker, perhaps from the staircase even. Raymond's jaw hangs loosely, his gaze fixated on the 2 gaping holes. It's as if he could be sucked into them at any moment. Raymond, can you stand on the staircase over there, closer to the bottom? Oh, can. I wait for Raymond to get to the spot. The door frame hides his head as he stands there, but I can clearly see the rest of his body. Pretend you're holding a gun and aim it at me. Raymond raises an arm, making a finger pistol, and does as I instructed. Tracing the line from his finger into the bunker, I can see how the bullets could hit at the height the marks are found. Alright, that's good. I turn back to the wall, frowning, as Raymond comes back to my side. Did the cops sweep this bunker thoroughly? This feels like a major oversight. Who fired those shots, and why here? Odd spot for target practice. Even if you're shooting guns for fun, I don't see how this enclosed, dark room can be appealing. Hold my light, please. The tiger takes it with a nod. As he aims it where I point, I take a picture of the bullet holes. That should be enough for this room. Then we are done? Let's check upstairs too. I take my flashlight from Raymond's hand. Thanks. He nods. We climb to the 2nd floor. Shadows stretch long across the cracked concrete, our steps echoing past every room that we step through. Still, nothing substantial, no evidence of anything. Not that I expected any. No clues beyond the bullet marks below. I doubt the building can give us more while it crumbles under its own weight. The sun is slipping lower, taking the light coming from the broken windows with it. We'll have to retreat for today. It's getting too dark to move safely. We didn't find much, did we? We're just getting started. This was a preliminary visit. Raymond exhales shakily. He seems tense, but nods compliantly. Yeah, la. I glance around the ruin one last time, sweeping the hallways and old offices with my flashlight. Just empty shadows. We make our way back downstairs, careful with each step. Outside, the sky is showing a purple tinge on the horizon as the night starts creeping across the ruins of Cuomino. Our investigation for today ends with nothing concrete, just a single oddity. In terms of physical evidence, at least, the presence of Robert and his men is a whole other matter. Raymond walks beside me, though his eyes occasionally dart back to the building looming behind us. I can only wonder what's tugging at his mind right now. Maybe he imagined Megat peering from one of the windows, beckoning him back. Without a word, I wave him to move ahead. I run my fingers through my hair, thinking about what's next. We've just barely scratched the surface. At this rate, I may spend the whole week here. I'll need to ask Igor about the cops' first search of the area. As I'm about to dial, however, I stop myself. Igor is a friend, but he's not always as helpful as I'd like. If it really was overlooked, my question about the markings might be dismissed so the police department can save face. Maybe there's someone better to ask. Someone who wasn't afraid to get in trouble with the bosses. Exactly who I need right now. What Dariush said lingers in the back of my mind. I erase Igor's number and dial Dariush's instead. Hello? Dariush, it's me, Marcus. I'd like us to meet tomorrow, if you can. There was a slight pause. Oh? I'm gonna be on duty watching the Tishko residence most of the afternoon. I could come afterwards. Yes, we can meet at my office. All right, I'll give you a call tomorrow, detective. Thanks. See you then, officer. I hang up and slide the phone back into my pocket before joining Raymond, who was already sitting in my car. Let's drive you home. Thank you so much. Not a problem at all. No, I mean for helping me and letting me come with you. Well, your young strength did come in handy. I mean, who knows what those thugs would have done to me if you weren't there. You joking, right? Well, I mean, my age is starting to show, so... Age? No la. But anytime, Marcus. I start the engine as Raymond fastens his seatbelt. After dropping Raymond off at the motel, I spend the rest of the afternoon looking through everything that I have on Robert and his little gang again. Company records, property holdings, debt reports. Most of it is exactly what I expected. Clean on paper, rotten underneath. But I can't focus. I gave Tom a call as soon as Raymond left the car. And in his typical fashion, Tom didn't pick up. It's been several hours now. He hasn't replied to my texts or calls that I've made since. At least I know he's not sneaking around Cuomino tonight. The thought almost makes me laugh. As if me having been there would stop him. This cat will be the death of me. Just then the phone in my hand rings. Hello? Hey, Marcus. His voice jolts me upright in my chair. Tom? I was worried. You need to stop ignoring my calls like this. Yeah, sorry about that. Are you alright? Well, His voice trails off, followed by a lingering silence. For a moment I think that the call has been dropped, then he audibly exhales. It's hard to explain. It's been a long day and, I need to talk to you, face to face. Tomorrow morning? His voice and odd request have me on edge. Something bad clearly happened. Well, I should be at my office all day. Then I'll come by. Yeah, take your time. Anyway, sorry that I made you worry, but I'm doing okay, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking? I'll explain tomorrow, Marcus. Alright, take care, kid. The line goes quiet. I stare at the phone for a moment. First Carl called me asking for help, now this. Something definitely went wrong at that house. But at least now I know Tom's safe. Hearing his voice settles my mind, if only a little. I return to Robert's files, his security firm, the company's properties, the land deal he mentioned. Again, nothing to suggest any wrongdoings. Yet the deeper I dig, the shadier it all looks. Outside my office window, the night has completely swallowed the town. I roll over and shove a pillow over my head as sunlight blasts through the window. Great. Another sleepless night. So even David's place can't fix my insomnia. Good to know. Waking up in Eliash's room feels strange. Well, his old room anyway. With a groan, I toss the pillow aside. It doesn't take long for the morning fog to fade away and for my mind to drift back to what Dad said. I reach for my phone and check the time. 6:40 a.m. I lift myself off the bed and look outside, the lawn where David, Eliash, and I used to play. Everything there used to look green, wide and inviting. The grass is patchy now, dried out. Nothing grows there like it used to. I drop back to the bed and stare up at the ceiling. Knowing now what Dad was hiding, what Mom did, dropping uni suddenly feels like a stupid mistake. Playing detective gave me purpose for a while, but now, I just feel lost. I take a deep breath, rubbing my eyes. Was Marcus involved? I want to believe that he wouldn't hide something like this from me. Despite what else he hid from me, for the same reasons Dad claimed to hide things from me. All those times Marcus called last night, I couldn't shake the fear that he knew about it. Because if he did, I'll never talk to him again. But I don't want to think like that. Whatever Dad, Carl is, or was to me, it doesn't matter. Marcus is still a good friend. If Mom kept digging even though she wanted to protect me, then she must have been sure of her leads. So why did she keep it to herself? We were being threatened, and she still didn't stop? Why? What would she say if she saw me right now? What did I even tell her? Hey Mom, your mentally unstable son is seeing things again. Oh, and someone is stalking me. Ugh. I bolt from the bed. I'm not going to go back to sleep, that's for sure. Might as well get the day started. Also, I should thank David for letting me stay at his place. He's been putting up with a lot from me. I'm probably not the easiest person to be around right now. The cold shower helped a little, enough to wash away the drowsiness. After changing into a fresh set of clothes, I make my way downstairs. The house is so quiet, eerily calm yet weirdly inviting. For the most part. I remember running around this hallway with David and Eliash when we were kids. Back then, the house felt huge and pristine, every surface polished and spotless. Now it looks older, with fine cracks crawling across the paint. Even the newly hung paintings are helpless to hide this spreading damage, merely guiding the eye away from their scenery. At least, there is no mirrors around. Still, the ambience is serene as a morning light slips through the windows, illuminating the dust in the air. I don't hear David anywhere. If there is anything in this house that kind of creeps me out, ironically it's the Vajosic's family portrait staring at me like I'm some kind of intruder. The stern look on Mr. Vajosic seems to disapprove of me staying over. True to life, I guess. Yet, they look so happy in that photo. No wonder Eli didn't live here all those years. My stomach grumbles as I enter the kitchen. I could make some breakfast, at least as a way to repay David. I know his ass can't even cook. I guess his pancakes were decent. Either way, I'm also starving right now. I dive straight into the fridge, only to find a carton of apple juice, some milk, neatly packed salads, and a stack of frozen pizzas in the freezer. How the hell does he stay fit eating like this? I stare at the pizza boxes for a moment, wondering if frozen pizza for breakfast would qualify as a crime somehow. David would most likely approve. I grab one of the boxes and place it on the counter. For a moment, I just stand there, staring at the box, skimming the cooking instructions on the back. Only the faint hum of the fridge fills the silence. It's enough to get me thinking about last night again. About Dad, the documents, everything he had hidden. It makes my jaw clench. No, not now. What a way to ruin the rest of my day. After the pancake competition at his kitchen, I knew exactly where all the appliances are. I quickly open a drawer below the stove to find the pan that I'm looking for. Frozen pizza is too easy. Let's make an effort. I grab a pan and place it on the stove. Omelets would be just about perfect right now. Pretty sure I saw an egg carton on the kitchen counter just now. I'll just pop it open and... it's empty. The whole carton. Whatever. Pizza it is then. I then pop the frozen pizza into the oven and start the timer. As I wait for the oven to do its thing, my head starts to feel heavy. My mind starts drifting again. The dark silhouette, A voice that I didn't recognize. A name. I slowly fight through the pang in my head and pour a glass of apple juice for myself. Anything to cure this hangover-like sensation. Is this going to happen every time that I find myself in a silent room now? 12 minutes pass as the packaging instructed and the oven beeps. With a pair of mittens, I open the oven's door as the hot aroma of savory pizza hits me, forcing me to squint. I carefully lift the pizza, turning around to place it on the plate when... Boo! Fuck! David's face is mere inches from mine. Thankfully, I don't drop the pizza. David bursts out laughing, wiping a tear from his eye. My bad. I can't help it. You're so easy to sneak up on. Cut it out, man. What? Are you that hungry? I was trying to make you breakfast, but you barely have anything in the fridge to begin with. I put the pizza down and grab a knife to cut it into pieces. Breakfast? For me? Aw, but I didn't hire a maid. But I guess... He lightly pinches my ear. You want to please your new sugar daddy? I flick his hand away. I will end you and your whole bloodline. You wouldn't. Think of Eliash. Would you hurt him? No, I'll just cut off your dick. Want it all to yourself? Tom, put that knife down. As I do, he quickly tears off an uneven slice of the pizza and chews loudly. Not bad. Could definitely use more cheese. David casually slips past me, opens the fridge, then narrows his eyes and points inside. Excuse you, there's still some food. 2 lonely boxes of fruit salad sit on the shelf. But with you living here, all poor and leeching off of me, I guess it might not be enough. Ah, yes. I smirk and touch my forehead with the back of my hand in an overly dramatic pose. There must be a way that I can repay you, sir. I approach David very closely and poke his chest with my finger. What is thy desire, my lord? Hey, that's not necessary. He turns away awkwardly. I lightly pinch his shoulder. He rubs the spot where I touch him. Ow, domestic abuse? What will I ever do? Probably nothing. I could fight back. He leans close to my face, trying to look intimidating. It doesn't work. Oh yeah? Yeah. Somehow I can't imagine you beating anyone in a fight. He leans away. Well, I did beat someone recently. What? Who? My meat. You're fucking terrible. I know, and I've accepted it. You should too. Anyway, we should do something today. Like food? More like clothes. We need to get you new ones. And since I'm paying, I get to choose. Whoa, hold on. I didn't ask you to buy me clothes, and I definitely didn't ask you to pick them. Too bad. As much as I enjoy depressed emo gremlin look, you need a makeover. My what? Keep up, little pussy. Let me grab my keys and we can go. I glance at him. Shirt, boxers. Uh-huh. What? You're in your underwear, dude. He looks down, smirking. And I look great. Before I can respond, he jogs out of the kitchen and disappears down the hallway. I take the opportunity to eat the pizza in peace. After around 5 minutes, I grab my jacket and sit on the couch to wait, focusing my eyes intently on random details of the room to keep my thoughts at bay. The hyena returns quickly. I'm ready. I can see that. Well, are you? Yeah. I take out my phone and glance at the time. It's 8:30. Something happened? He probably notices my contorted expression. It's still early. Don't think most shops will be open yet. And I told Marcus that I'd talk to him sometime this morning, face to face, if that's okay. I can drive you there, no problem. You wouldn't mind waiting for me? It's, kind of a private conversation. After that, I guess that we can do whatever you've planned. Oh, you're fine doing whatever I want? I groan. Alright, guess that's our plan for today. I stand up to follow David outside. As we walk at the house, I glance at the Vajosic family photos once more. I will have to get used to his grandfather's creepy stare. David continues to chatter on as he's locking the door. Impossible task, dressing an edgy cat. Hey, I can dress myself. David snorts and looks me up and down. I'll do better in a room with no lights. I push him forward. Hey, don't get mad. I'm helping you, remember? Are you? And who knows, maybe some hot dudes will start chasing you. David. Okay, fine, I'll stop teasing. I roll my eyes. David laughs as we get into the car. The phone rings, waking me up. Shit, fell asleep on the desk again. It's Tom calling. Seeing his name jolts me out of my drowsiness, and I mash the button to pick it up. Hey Marcus, are you at the office? I can drop by now if that's okay. I clear my throat before answering. Yeah, of course. Come on by. I tidy up a bit while I wait for Tom to arrive. I'm coming. I call out as a yawn escapes me. Stepping aside to let Tom in, I note that he looks even more sleep-deprived than usual. I'll say it again. I'm glad that you're alright. Thanks. Tom enters, locking the door behind him. The urge to give him an earful after making me worry again is strong, but as soon as I see his face, the feeling dissipates. Tom remains silent, just looking at me. It's hard to describe his expression. I wave him towards the couch. Hey, I'm sorry to wake you. It's fine. In fact, I slept longer than I needed. He examines my face with a skeptical look, but says nothing as he sits down. Still quiet, he studies the floorboards. As the silence stretches on, I finally decide to get the ball rolling. So, can you tell me what happened? Tom tilts his head up slowly, revealing a cold gaze when he meets my eyes. Did you know? Such a simple question, yet its weight catches me off guard. About what? About Mom. I slowly take a seat behind my desk, not even trying to hide my confusion. His eyes never leave mine. In fact, they track every little movement that I make. You don't have to mince your words with me, Tom. Can you explain? Tom sighs, pressing his hands against his face. Okay. Did you know that my mom is dead? I freeze. Why am I hearing this from Tom? He's always held on to hope that she is still alive somewhere, even though I had my suspicions that it might already be too late. I've never voiced that thought to him. Well, it's been a long while. That's not what I'm asking. Then I don't understand. What are you asking? He doesn't answer right away. Rather, he bites his lower lips for a long moment before speaking again. Did you know that she was being threatened? What? Threatened? She never even hinted at that. Is that why she cut me off from her investigation? Why she kept sending me on simpler jobs? Did you know someone was following me in Warsaw? I have no idea where Tom got this information. The initial shock leaves me staring down at my desk. Was she hiding the real case from me? But why? Answer me. His raised tone snaps me out of my daze. No. If someone was following him, it would have made sense that Ava wanted to protect him. But I still don't understand why she would hide everything from me. I could have helped. I didn't know. Your mom was never very open about her cases. I assume that's just how she liked to work. I should have pushed harder. Was she worried about me because of my past? So I let it go. Then she disappeared. I took a deep, shuddering breath before looking at Tom. Can you tell me what this is about? Carl stole the files. I don't understand. What files? Mom's files, Marcus. He took them. What? I pushed myself up from my chair, propping both hands against the desk. My claws lightly scratched the wooden surface. Then a realization hits me. Back when he wanted to take a few of her things from the office. Son of a bitch. He must have taken them before the police arrived. I should have been watching him. How was I supposed to know he'd do this? You really didn't know. I can see it in your face. You've realized that you've been played. We both have. Played isn't the right word here. From what you've told me, the most logical explanation is that he hid them to protect you. That's what he said. Then why did he tell you that they existed at all? Because I dare to believe that she's still alive. Tom, please stop being cryptic and tell me everything. Some weird stuff happened at Anna's party. I don't remember all of it anymore, so the next day I just wanted to be left alone. Is that why you weren't answering your phone? Tom nods. Your dad actually called me asking if I could talk to you, but it was impossible to reach you. Sorry, my phone was the least of my concerns. After he came back from work, he wanted to talk. So we did. Carl was never subtle when it came to dealing with his son, and he never stopped insisting that Ava was gone, and blamed me for it. Looking back now, it makes sense. He already knew. He was the one with the most information about what was happening. Maybe he hoped that if he kept repeating it, Tom would eventually accept it. Instead, it only fueled Tom's determination to find her. I told him that I would think things over, and that I wanted to become a lawyer. He got excited. He tried convincing me to drop the investigation into Mom's disappearance and forget about becoming a detective. Tom swallows before looking down again. His voice is smaller now. After he finished talking, I told him that I wouldn't drop what I'm doing just because he told me to. Then he got angry, like he always does. He told me to stop digging because Camille is dangerous and... He falls quiet. The words clearly refuse to leave his mouth, so I decide to state them for him. That Ava is dead? His eyes break my heart. Yeah. I wish things were different. I yelled, called them names. After that, he snapped and took me to the basement. He showed me Mom's files. Despite the tremor in his voice, Tom holds himself together. As I move to comfort him, he waves me off and shakes his head. I sit back down in my seat. I see. Sorry you had to go through this. It's fine. All I wanted to know is who blackmailed her. Who was following me in Warsaw. And when I find them, I hope the nightmare will stop. We both fall silent. So what are you planning to do when you find them? His eyes wander around the room, his fists clenching and unclenching repeatedly. He exhales slowly and shrugs his shoulders. We'll see. Still, it'd be nice if they ended up dead, just like my mom. I realize something unsettling. Tom and I are not that different. We never were. You don't mean you're going to... Why not? Killing them myself would give me peace of mind, no? There was a time that I didn't hesitate, and ever since, I'd had to live with the weight of that decision. But Tom doesn't need to have something like that weighing on him. And I will do everything in my power to make sure that he never does. No, Tom. I know you're angry right now, but taking a life could destroy everything that you want for your future. You want to be a lawyer, remember? His brows furrow over my statement. And what if we're wrong? What if the clues lead us to the wrong person? Taking a life is easy, but living with the consequences is the hard part. I guess we'll see when the time comes. Tom, calm down. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. In that case, what's your plan right now? I'm gonna stay with David for a while. Can't look at my father right now. Alright. You know you can count on me, Tom, but I'm glad that you have a place to stay. I want to solve this as much as you do. Speaking of which, I'd like for us to work on the case together again. Aren't we all ready? We've both been handling things separately. I prefer it that we investigate as a team. This way I can keep a closer eye on him and make sure that he doesn't do something that he'll regret. He's in a dark place right now. The worst thing that I could do is let him face it alone. Alright. I just received permission to enter Coamino. That's good. Then we won't have to go behind your back anymore. I'm surprised that you'd admit it so easily. You don't sound surprised. I'm not. Raymond told me. You aren't mad? I already got that out of my system in the car, at Raymond. Ah, poor guy. I shake my head before continuing. I ran into the loan shark Robert in Coamino. Interesting wolf. He prefers to threaten people using softer words, but surrounds himself with those who prefer yelling. Yeah, when I was at Otto's place, we ran into the eagle who works for him. What happened? He was threatening us. Anna threw him and he ran off. Oh. Like you said, just loud ones. Indeed. Robert offered me a deal. What? He wants me to find someone who is blocking a Coamino land deal. A secret buyer? Yeah. And what did he offer in return? Otto's safety. And the cancellation of his debt. What? Really? Just like that? Yes. The land deal seems to matter more to Robert than Otto ever did. Did you accept? Yes. Do you object? He seems to hesitate before answering. Not at all. Otto will be happy to hear that. Then we can work on this together. Yeah. Tom shifts awkwardly, his eyes darting around the office, before eventually stopping on Ava's picture. I can see the weight returning to his shoulders, but before I can say anything... Oh, one more thing. The photo of Bernard that I showed you last time, I asked Otto's mother about it. She said that it's not Bernard in the picture. So I guess that sorts it? She said what? It's not Bernard? Yeah, that's what she said. She seems sure. Are you okay? I keep a poker face, something I've trained myself for years. Because the last thing that I want is to make Tom worry. That's interesting. How so? I take a deep breath. What a strange situation. Bernard wouldn't lie to me. What a reason would he have to do so? If he didn't want me to know, he would just not say it. Bernard told me that it was him. Huh? Wait, I'm confused. That makes the two of us. Why would Otto's mom lie to me? I ponder his question for a while. I suppose there are a couple of possible reasons. Otto's mom might simply wanted to avoid the topic. Bernard didn't sound particularly enthused about his past, as a Soviet soldier when I brought it up either. I suppose? I smile, trying to pretend that this situation doesn't bother me. He smiles in turn, getting up. Following suit, I step closer and pull him into a brief hug. I expect him to push me back, but instead, he wraps his arms around my waist. He's been holding himself together this whole conversation, and I know how much pain is going through his mind right now. I can't tell him, but I know. Tom steps back and clears his throat. Sorry, the last few days have just been, a lot. Yeah, I know. Hate when that happens. He chuckles. I'll talk to Carl and bring your mom's files here. Okay. When you feel ready, we can go through them together. Thanks, Marcus. I'll let you know. Anyway, I should go now. David's waiting. That's perfectly fine. Take care of yourself, Tom. Tom nods and walks to the door. His hand stops at the door handle. I know I don't say it enough, but He struggles for a moment. Thanks. Anytime, buddy. I let out a sigh as Tom's footsteps fade into the hallway. He should be fine, and I'll deal with Carl. What worries me now is Bernard. Did he only tell me the truth because he knew that I'd find it out anyway? I reach for my coat and get myself ready to leave the office. Too many questions piling up. Talk it all out? Yeah, I guess so. David gives me a strange look as I take my seat in his car. So, I'm guessing it was about whatever happened with your dad yesterday? Which you haven't really explained to me either? I glance sideways at him. He looks somber for once. Sorry, I needed to, make sure about something first. So, did it go well with Marcus then? Yeah. Wanna tell me about it too? I study his face again for a moment before letting out a soft chuckle. If I'm gonna be crashing at his place, I guess David deserves to know why. The 20-minute car ride towards Yastrovye town center is mostly filled with me explaining what happened. He listens, mostly quiet, only cracking a joke a couple of times. And even manages to be funny while at it. Or maybe it's the relief that I'm feeling after talking it out with Marcus. The thing is, speaking with David always feels easy, like I don't have to hide who I am. For the first time in a long time, he's just there, no questions asked. Well, some questions. He doesn't know much about Mom's disappearance after all. But it still somehow feels, well, not nice, but good to speak about this stuff with him. Soon after I'm done talking, we somehow transition to David jabbering about different fashion choices for me. He's trying hard to make me feel normal, I can tell. And I appreciate it. I've had enough of thinking about what happened yesterday. For now, surviving whatever David plans for me today is enough. The car finally stops. We exit and begin walking. You didn't listen to anything I said, did you? Oh, sorry. I got a bit distracted there. I can see that. Don't worry, just stick to my plan and we'll be fine. Your plans rarely go well. Hey, I have a business degree. Planning is my specialty. Sticking to it, however? Exactly. And I thought spending money was your specialty. Hey. I mean, yeah. But that's besides the point. Be grateful. It's rare for someone to receive a gift from me. Well, in that case, I'm eternally grateful. Good. That's all that I ask. David sticks his tongue out as we push through the mall doors. The place is packed. Kids run around while their parents shout after them. Meanwhile, a group of older women gossip near a shop window. September is almost over. Soon the stores will be full of cheap Halloween decorations. Mom loved Halloween. It never became very big here, but she didn't care. I remember how carving pumpkins was her favorite part of the festivity. Alright, let's go to that one. Let's just get something casual. That narrows it down. Come on. David speeds up his steps. His tail flicks behind him. He seemed way more excited about this than I am. But he is doing this for my benefit, so I follow after him. As we enter the clothing store, we are greeted by an ermine salesgirl. Welcome. Let me know if you need any help. We both nod politely. Alright, go pick out one casual outfit that you like. Well, I pick something for you. What? Trust me. David, come on. No arguing. You need to look good if you want to keep spending time with me. Do I want to? David makes the saddest puppy face imaginable. I sigh. Fine. After a few minutes of browsing, I find something simple. In the meantime, David is on the other side of the men's section, flicking through the clothes on the rack. I try to sneak up on him, but he notices me instantly. Here, try this. What? Trust me. After staring at his chosen outfit for a long moment, I shrug and look around the shop. Excuse me, may I know where the fitting room is? Just on that corner. Thanks. Oh, would you like to try these as well? I think that they'll fit you nicely. 30% off. I already have a few clothes items in my hand. But I know that she's just doing her job, so I accept it anyway. I walk into one of the fitting room booths enclosed by a long curtain. As I step in, I check my reflection in the mirror. Damn, I really need more sleep. Alright, let's see what horrors David is subjecting me to. That looks very David. Or David, as it's supposed to be pronounced apparently. That looks like Marcus. That one looks nice. That's just his clothes with a sweater on. Actually, that one looks really nice. I'm gonna tease David. Not going to let intrusive thoughts win this time. No. No. No way. Seriously. Maybe seeing his face will be worth it. That's, bold choice. Oh, too bold for you? Well, I couldn't decide, so I'll just walk out like this. No, go put on one of the shirts. I picked out a couple that will go well with it. Sorry, suffering from choice paralysis. Uh-huh. Okay then, take your time. You could come in. Help me choose. What? I burst out laughing. That was easier than I thought. Okay, funny guy, go back and dress properly. This is probably like the choice outfit. I'm gonna try to see what he says about the Marcus outfit. Why does this fit remind me of someone? He better not say it. Isn't this what your boss wears? Okay, that's it. I'm changing. David laughs and wheezes loudly, attracting most of the shopgoers' attention. I storm back into the fitting booth. No wait, at least do a turnaround. I ignore his asinine request. I kind of like this one. It just makes him look more hot. This one's nice too, I guess. But I know that he wants this one. As I step out of the booth, David's eyes sparkle, his jaw dropped as he looks at me. Oh my god, twins. I hate you for making me wear this. Come on, you can definitely rock a punk outfit. I don't think black looks good on me considering my fur. Come on, just once for my birthday? Ugh, I'll think about it. Yay. So can I keep showing him the other outfits to see what he says? Isn't this your normal fit? No, it's a totally different jacket. That's not very exciting. Okay, if you like it, we can get that for you. Show him this one. Now that's someone that I can take out clubbing. Wanna go tonight? I look at him up and down. Sorry, but I'm way out of your league. What? I look too fancy to be going out with a punk wannabe. Wow. Hey now. I can look fancy. Since you returned, I've seen you wear 2 jackets and weird unfunny shirts. Is that your revenge? I poke him on the shoulder. Maybe. Alright, I'll be right back. What about... Oh no, that's confirmed. I'll just show him the last one. Are you planning to go to church soon? No, why? Cause you're looking like you're gonna go down on your knees like a good altar boy. Whatever. He does look like he's gonna go to church or something. I think that's the last outfit. Just confirm this one. I guess I'll be wearing this to whatever David has planned for his birthday. After changing back into my own clothes, I gather the outfits that I tried and step out of the booth. Are you just gonna keep the old outfit? Well, I can't exactly walk out wearing these. So, anything you like? Well, I guess I'm going with the... David suddenly raises a finger to the salesgirl. Miss, could you get all of these from him? We'll take them. Right away. Wait, what? You're buying all of them? Duh. You think having one new outfit will save your style? David strolls to the till, taking out his wallet, prompting me to follow. He watches each item as the salesgirl scans them. He gives me a quick smirk as I glance at him. In total, 425 złoty and 50 groszy, but after a 30% discount on some items, it's 345 złoty and 10 groszy. Wow, what a bargain. Card, please. It's still a waste of money. Nah, it'll only be a waste if you don't wear them. With a smug look, he taps his credit card on the terminal. The girl nods as a beep sounds before folding the items neatly into 2 paper shopping bags. Here you go. Thank you for shopping with us. Being a sugar daddy feels better than I thought. Don't make me get a knife. Grinning, David casually walks out of the store, leaving me to carry the bags behind him. Wait! As I chase after him, the salesgirl's giggle fades behind me. Alright, next on our itinerary, lunch. Sounds like a plan, but I raise one of the shopping bags in front of his face. Could you at least be a gentleman and help me carry this? Aw, you poor thing. He grabs it. You better get used to it. I'm gonna make you shop till you drop. You wish. We walk through the mall's corridor as crowds of families pass by. One of the children is dragging his father towards a toy store, while the mother gives her incorrigible son an earful, arms crossed. The scene makes me chuckle, but David, who is looking in the same direction, is unusually quiet. You okay? He keeps walking, hands in his jacket pockets. What? Oh, yeah, I was just thinking. Well, that's rare. Shut up. He bumps my shoulder. I was just wondering if you would actually like the outfits. You're the one paying, anyway. I'll take that as a yes. Seriously though, I hope you'll like it. I shrug. Clothes can only fix so much. David snorts over my comment. You're so deep. I try to elbow him in the ribs, but David dodges out of the way, laughing. He suddenly points ahead. That looks like a nice place for some lunch and coffee. We walk towards the bakery. It is nice. Things almost feel normal. The sweet aroma of baked bread is the first thing that hits me when I walk in. The interior is warmly lit with orange wall lights bouncing off the rustic brick wall. It definitely feels like we were transported into one of those exquisite Parisian artisanal bakeries, but hearing one of the baristas mutter "curva" breaks the immersion. Anything you like? I'm not that hungry, so surprise me. Don't worry, I got you. He strides over to the counter while I bend down to check the cakes displayed on the stand. 2 pain au chocolat, please. I thought French is supposed to sound sexy, but the way he says it is just... And 2 café au latte, thank you. Ugh. The barista takes his order and says the total. With one swift tap of his card, the payment is done. We sit down in a corner and take some time to appreciate the ambience. The calm movements of the people walking around the mall, visible through the windows, the slow tempo of the piano jazz echoing in the background. Time seems to trickle like coffee dripping into the cup from the machine. Hey Tom? Yeah? Something's been on my mind ever since we met Otto. Otto? Well, it's kind of obvious how you two look at each other. Like what? You know, lovey-dovey. Where did that come from? David hugs himself and makes exaggerated kissing noises. Stop that. I kick the air in his direction, startling him to jump back. Whoa, close one. Next one will land on your face if you don't stop. Sorry, I'm just curious. Why are you two together? I don't know. He's big, buff, charming. You sure you aren't in love with him yourself? The way you talk, he seems more your type. You don't know my type. Otto and I, it's complicated. But maybe not impossible. David chortles and shakes his head. What? You're thinking about it. No. There's already... I stopped myself from blurting out something about Jakob. Oh, you've got your eyes on someone else? No, don't be stupid. Tom is in love. Tom is in love. With a playful grin, David starts to make silly gestures, trying to tease me. I will break your ankles and leave you here to crawl. Whoa, okay, I'll stop. But if that's the case, I guess poor old me never had a chance with you. First Otto, now another secret lover. What the hell are you on about now? Suddenly his phone rings. Pause, gotta take this. I take a deep breath, staring at him as he awkwardly smiles and answers. David speaking. Oh yes, that's fine. I'm at the bakery inside the Yastrovio Mall, second floor. We could discuss it over some coffee. Unless you prefer to meet in town. Perfect. Meet you in 20 minutes then. He hangs up, looking at me with wide, innocent eyes. Please don't end me yet. I need to meet with my lawyer. Sure. Do you want me to leave or... Oh, not at all. You can join. It's just a discussion about the current situation. And what situation is that? All in due time. The waiter arrives with our orders. David nods at him gratefully as we start enjoying our brunch. What David said lingers in my mind. What does he mean by current situation? His return? His house? His mother? I guess I don't have to wait long to find out. The croissant crumbles as I sink my teeth into it, a velvety chocolate melting on my tongue. Meanwhile, David sips his drink. I'm not a fan of coffee, but at least I'm not the one footing the bill. His eyes keep flickering towards the door while his tail swishes against the chair. Honestly, it's messy. The house deal? Yeah. He teases me with a smirk, but I can tell that he's being serious. It's a lot to explain. I nod, unsure if I feel relieved or more anxious. David then leans back, a playful grin still in place as he keeps sipping his coffee. Despite his attempts to cover it, his behavior looks fidgety. I need to hit the bathroom real quick. Don't run off. I let out a nervous laugh. Are you gonna leave me here alone? You can come with me. Right. Guess I'd better end your bloodline there instead of out here in public. Are you kidding? Please don't kill me. He rushes off towards the bathrooms. The muffled voices of the customers and the occasional ding of the cash register fill the space where his chatter used to be. I shift in my chair, my thoughts growing more muddled with every minute, distorted even. I close my eyes and take a deep breath, controlled breaths as I slowly count down, trying to slow the speed of my thoughts. I repeat the exercise a couple of times until the whole foreboding situation begins to dissipate into thin air. I open my eyes. Good morning, Tomasz. Jakob looms over me, smiling. His cheeky wink makes my heart skip a beat, but not at all in a romantic way. My muscles instantly tighten as the surrounding noises fade out. Everything beyond us shrinks while the moment between us stretches. His intense stare could burn a hole between my eyes. I look away. Hey. Fancy finding you here. I shrug. Well, it is a weekend, so... I let it hang there, but my curiosity gets the better of me. Why are you here? He shrugs lightly, voice calm, pleasant. Meeting with a client. Shit, is he David's lawyer? Jakob did mention working with a client on a land deal, I just didn't connect it to David. Even after running into him at the town hall right before I met David there, it still didn't click. Fuck. He rests his palm on the side of my table, putting his weight on it. Oh, that's a lot of bags. Out shopping? Yep, I needed some fresh outfits. I suppose that it was about time. He's looking at me the way that he always does, like a predator stalking his prey. I feel trapped. I really want to leave. What's taking David so long? How's the work with Mr. Waldner going? Wait, I don't remember telling him about Marcus. I must have. It's going. Good. I'm glad that you found something steady. He says it warmly, as if he was proud of me. I wish that we could try again. There it is. But I see that you're well taken care of now. He glances briefly towards where David left, then back to me. The polite smile doesn't change, yet his words have a bite to them. Money doesn't fix everything. He tilts his head slightly. No, of course not. But it can definitely help in the long run. Like it helped your friend Otto, even if only a little. Not entirely. My voice is flat. That's understandable. He is in a bit of a pickle. I am willing to help whatever it takes. He places his hand on mine, but I shove it away. You know you can count on me, Tom. I look at him, hating that even a part of me is conflicted. And that scares me because I already know that I want this to end. I'm good now, thanks. His smile doesn't slip. Oh, I don't doubt it. You were always resourceful. It sounds like a backhanded compliment. always ready to help your friends. Where are you going with this? I don't see why bringing it up upsets you. And I don't understand why you keep bringing this up. I gesture vaguely at the space between us. Life is easier with money, Tom. I just want you to have the kind of comfort that I can offer. That's all, really. I don't think that we want the same thing. He pauses, observing me closely. I know I haven't always been gentle with my words, but I care for you. Something in his tone still soothes me, even now, that part of me that felt safe with him when I was off my meds, alone in Warsaw. That part that never fully left. I don't know if I can trust that now. I take a breath. You made your choice a long time ago, and I'm done being the thing that you keep on the side. His expression remains static except for a small tilt of his head. You've got to understand, in my career, appearances matter a lot. In this country, they don't look too kindly on men like us. Of course, the same old script. I never wanted you to be ashamed of anything. I still don't. He's not wrong about the country. Poland isn't kind to men like him or me. But that's not what this is about. You know what? There's a rush of the footsteps in our direction. Hey, sorry about the wait. David glances at me, then at Jakob. You two know each other? We met briefly, back in Tom's university days. Yeah, small world. In an instant, the sly man who was just in front of me is gone, replaced by a well-mannered and composed professional. He extends his hand to David. Mr. Vajosik, good to see you again. David shakes it cheerily before dropping it onto his chair. Jakob takes the seat next to him. The hyena doesn't seem to notice anything amiss. So, what do you have for me? Jakob claps his hands together and straightens his back. I have some news regarding the proceedings on the legal status of your property. Yes, you mentioned that on the phone. Is everything all right? Your father has taken steps concerning the property. He intends to assert his co-ownership rights. David freezes mid-sip. His good mood deflates all at once. Figures. Well, we'll just have to cut him off. Jakob shakes his head slightly. It's not quite that simple. I speak before thinking. As a former spouse and co-owner, he has still legal claims under Polish civil law. Marital property settlement. Jakob gives me a professional nod before continuing. What Tomasz said, particularly regarding marital property. He gave up everything in the divorce. Not entirely. After reviewing the documentation, I noticed that the house was never fully settled between them. Legally, he still has a claim. Probably because of Mom's situation. He could contest it, but I don't believe the case would be strong. I expect a court might grant him up to 50%. David's ears droop. I watch him, unsure whether to speak. But the hyena quickly forces a pained smile. In that case, if he insists, we'll split it between him and my brother. Even now, David wants Eliash to have something. That's thoughtful. I don't need it, nor the money. Jakob nods once, letting David's optimism fill the space. Given the circumstances, we might want to formalize an agreement. A court may very well recognize your father's claim. So, what's the move? Ideally, a mediated settlement. Courts generally prefer compromise. I prefer to keep the house and make sure Eliash gets his share. Granddad won't be happy about Dad. It's wise to remain practical. David glances between me and Jakob, forces a small grin. Guess we'll see what happens. If Dad pushes too hard, we'll split it. Jakob folds his hands and smiles. For now, We offer him 25%. If he refuses, we negotiate. I suspect that he would not agree to split it with your brother, who has no claim of his own. We'll try, and if he, I'll make sure Eli gets his share, whatever the case. Very well. Jakob stands, dusting himself off. And about. He doesn't finish speaking. I glance at David with an eyebrow raised, but the hyena just smiles. That can wait. We are both too tired to discuss law matters. I don't know, I find it kind of fascinating. I'll tell you more later. David turns to Jakob. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Bosak. I think that's enough for today. Very well. Jakob turns to me. The professional mask stays intact, though his gaze locks on me for a bit too long. It was nice seeing you again, Tomasz. He nods courteously, then to David before walking away. I watch his retreating back when he rounds the corner of the cafe. David flops back into his chair with a heavy sigh. I'm so tired. The day barely started. He jumps up and stretches. It's been a long morning. Let's just chill at my house for a bit. Sure, I guess. I'm not working today anyway. Okie dokie. We head towards David's car. I keep staring into the mall crowd, half expecting to see Jakob there. He almost got me again. I really need to break it off. Maybe he will just leave me alone. David bumps my shoulder as we walk. You're weirdly quiet. Just thinking. Are you alright? Yeah, just a lot on my mind. How about we get some proper groceries on the way so that we can keep my new maid too occupied to think? I can't help but chuckle as we get in the car. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So the first things first, the discovery that Waldner made at the ruins of Koomino. Yeah, Koomino. So they suggest that there was obviously gunfire and somebody that was inside of that place was being shot at. And I'm wondering if it might have been the person that Tomasz is seeing. If I recall correctly, in the vision that he had, the doctor had come into the room and took out Mishko. I think that was the person that Tomasz is seeing. And they were running away from some soldiers. And the doctor was killed. Or was it the patient that was killed? I don't remember who it was killed, but I know that they were shooting up the place. So I'm wondering if this building, the one where the young Tomasz was stuck in when he was very, very little, is the same building in which that whole thing happened. And that room specifically is the one where that patient that Tomasz is seeing was being held in. Or at least it might be one of the patients, I guess, because Tomasz is also hearing a whole bunch of different voices. But yeah. Now, that might explain the voices for Tomasz. I mean, because he is somehow still connected to the building when he was little. So, like, yeah. I don't know why everyone else might be hearing and seeing things, but why the mom specifically knew something about what was happening to Tom, like the fact that he was being watched. Like, who was the one that was watching him? Were they connected to the building? I don't know. Now about Tom and David. I do like the fact that they're hanging out now because I do like David a whole lot more than I like Otto. And I do sincerely hope that he ends up with David, or if there is the option to choose, I will choose David because I do not like Otto. I feel like Otto is, he's nice, but he's also kind of dumb. And, or maybe not dumb, maybe he's just naive in the way that he thinks. I feel like he's like that big teddy bear type person, but like if you were to ask him like some really hard questions, he wouldn't know what to say. And he would just say the thing that he thinks you want to hear, or the thing that will quote unquote solve the issue the fastest without really trying to solve the issue appropriately. And case in point would be trying to take out a loan from some loan sharks, which, you know, that's a really bad thing. I mean, they're called loan sharks for a reason, in order to try to pay his employees in his failing company, you know? It's like, just kind of maybe scale back a little, or make some difficult decisions, but he didn't want to do that. He just wanted the route that made people happy at his own expense. But yeah. Kind of nice, the whole little outfit situation, and then I guess having the rich boy David buy all the outfits. And I am curious if the whole land deal that's going on with the ruins of Koamino is related to like the little topic that David didn't want to discuss in front of Tom. Maybe he is in the process of trying to buy the property and destroy it. Or maybe it's, you know, the grandpa wants to buy the property and destroy it. Maybe that will somehow fix things. We don't really know. Because we do know that the loan sharks do want to buy Koamino, but somebody else is blocking that. Or maybe it's the grandfather who's blocking it. We don't really know. Jakob, and I'm pronouncing it that way because apparently it's, I guess, supposed to be pronounced Jakob. Jakob. It sounds kind of funny. It reminds me of one of the what are they called? The Animaniacs? Yako, or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, it's kind of funny that he's a lawyer, and I guess for his part, him trying to get back with Tom, or trying to get Tom to come back to him, is sort of like this whole situation with Jim from the other visual novel. But it's like, dude, come on, take the hint. The guy doesn't want to be your side piece, you know? And like, yeah, things are a little different from how they might be where we live. And being out and proud is probably not so easy over there in Poland than it is over here. I mean, over here it isn't that easy either, but still, it's a little bit easier. But yeah, like, come on, dude, take the hint. Come on, don't be so passive aggressive. Just say like, okay, fine. You're happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Sad that it didn't work out, but oh well, you know? Anywho, so what are your thoughts so far on the story? Write it down in the comments, and thank you all for watching/listening. If you would like to play Cienie yourself, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which I have a direct link for the itch.io page, where you can download and play the game yourself. They do have a Patreon in case you want to support the project, which gives you earlier access to builds of Cienie, and depending on the tier, you can get your name in the credits, which you will see in the next video, where, you know, the highest tier gives you like a portrait that you could use as, like, I don't know, like maybe like an icon. The second one gives you like a sort of, not chibi, but like a more simplified version if you have a persona. And then I think the lower tiers just gets your name in there. So like, yeah, you know, it would be worth it if you really like this visual novel, which I really do. I think it's a really good visual novel. It actually does remind me of some of shows that I've seen on Netflix, which were dubbed, and like, oh, wait a minute, why is it dubbed? What's the original language? And it turns out it's Polish. So yeah. So it's just kind of in vain with like the type of stories that you get from Poland. So yeah, it's good. It's like mystery, thriller, slightly supernatural and stuff like that. Anyway, so if you'd like to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, which gives you earlier access to these videos as they're being scheduled. This should be coming out on the 26th of June, but it won't come out for the public until like the last week of July. So yeah. What else? If you can't support that, then, you know, just consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I do have a Ko-fi though, so, you know, there is that. And I do have a throne, so if you're feeling overly generous, there is stuff there. Or you could just send whatever you want to, so you know. Anyway, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.